Really, and it's on the worst map.
What map is it on?
Move out and take position. Hostiles inbound.
Oh, I got him.
RJ is coming over tomorrow, just let you know.
How did that happen?
Just asked.
You gotta go pick this kid up far away.
You only listen, Danby.
What is he coming over for?
Because he's lonely.
What time?
8 o'clock.
You really gonna get up and do that?
Yeah, why not? Matt's gone with it.
I got 3 kills and I haven't died once yet.
Good job.
Keep bragging, man. Die soon.
Yeah, I know. Oh! Fucker.
I just came up with $1 million idea.
Titties. Oh, there you are, legendary.
Legendary, sky my tits. What?
Where have you been?
First. Big boobs. Fuck me, Jerry.
Whoa, Gavin.
You're getting a little weird, Gavin. I don't think I've seen you with my new camera. How you like it?
Gavin, we tried to find you on Facebook.
Why?
Because we were nosy one day. Me and Cheyenne.
No, it wasn't him. No, it wasn't him.
Yeah, what?
No, it wasn't.
Legendary.
No, it wasn't.
Fuck
No,
me,
remember?
It wasn't.
No, listen, remember I had you Snapchat him asking what his last name was?
Oh, yeah.
Go off, told you.
Good. That's good, Legendary. That was my golden boy.
Oh, I'm on a roll. Holy
Dude, I haven't
shit.
seen no one.
Recon airborne, searching for targets.
Legendary, did you hear I'm quitting YouTube?
You are.
Don't scare the poor kid. Thought you were expelled from school.
Okay, Legendary. Dude, yeah, I want oh, draw. I have 1 kill. Really? My name's Bob. True that.
He would not quit YouTube.
I'm not quitting YouTube. Cause I care about
I had 7 kills and 1 death. You see that? What'd you say?
Oh. Wow, what?
Yeah, that one.
Well, we just got dropped in the middle of the game, so.
It should be by the sink.
I know.
Baby, move your can. I can't see you. Baby, I can't see you. Ooh, you got a jacket.
Ooh, I like that jacket.
What was the fishing?
I got a jacket. I got a jacket in my supply drop.
I can't read what's on it yet.
See, I like nice people.
Go on and hit just like it.
No.
Yes.
You wanna fucking die? Do you wanna die?
Can you get it with a makeup?
Oh, I got some cheese in my beard.
Oh, I got my phone. Never mind. It's right next to me. I'm sorry.
Okay, Legendary. I'll be there to tuck you in anytime.
Bye, Gavin.
Bye, Gavin.
Your fuck is weird.
Dude.
Holy shit.
People are boring if they're freaking normal. Turn it down.
You're a fucking creepo.
Hold on a minute, I'm on a roll. I just had like 6 kills.
God damn it. Ah. Bye, Legendary. Daddy loves you. Get the. What's with everyone likes fucking my live stream? That's my lucky hat, dude. Give me my. Matt, I'll get up and I will punch you right in the dick. Wow, what fucking. I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of tarred fucking nuggets. Give me my fucking hat back. Matt, I'm not fucking joking anymore. There. 15. Did I tell you something? I can hear no one. You guys are really pissing me off.
What if I turn the TV off?
No.
What if I turn the TV off?
No. I'm on a roll.
Come
What
get
if I
me,
turn the
bitch.
TV off? Should I turn the TV off, Matt?
Oh, that was. Oh.
No, you already fucked my game up.
No,
Thank
I'm
you.
on a really good roll, you guys.
You just fucked my game up. Thank you. I hate fucking
What a
stuff.
fucking crybaby you are.
Dude, I don't like people touching my hat.
Fucking crybaby.
Unless you're a girl.
Shut up, you guys.
You shut up.
I'm on a really good roll. Like, I'm happy with
I can't.
Recon airborne.
Holy crap. Angela's fucking beasting it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Sending motor rounds. Zone and sweep.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm not, like, it's massive. Like, holy shit.
I love this map.
I don't know, I'm like, killing it right now.
Searching for targets. Popping Fritz X-bomb.
We're beasting it on our team.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Recon fight concluded. Firing primary weapon.
Oh,
Position confirmed.
that's just a bitch. You know, I want to just like smother him sometimes. Not in love.
Recon aircraft in your
Oh my god, it's like massive, baby. Like, for real, just like boom, boom, boom.
recon
Going in
airborne.
my recon now. Triple kill. 21 kills, baby. Fucking nailed it on that one.
I had 11. That's not.
You suck.
Woo! I fucking nailed it.
We
Oh, pork fried rice.
pork fried rice.
Hit the like button.
No, hit the down button.
Dude, second, first, and third, baby.
I got the most kills out of fucking everybody.
Yeah, you did. You double everyone.
I was just like, like, where, damn. High five, bitches. Look at, yeah.
I want to do a salute. Or hey.
How do they know the motion?
Oh no,
How you put
there's
the-
a button. That
How you put like the clothes on you?
Go to soldier, go back.
Yeah.
Go down, right
Yeah.
there. Special helmets, calling cards. I don't know what the calling cards are. Helmets, traps. hit R1 or L2, find which one you have. Oh, none. Go back. Calling cards. Calling cards.
Calling card.
No, take it back. Emblem. No. Okay, go back. Oh, faces, I think. No. I don't know.
Pork fry egg roll. You want some pork fry egg roll? A big pork fry egg roll?
You order for delivery.
I want to say a special shout out to 802 Dipper. He's going to the National Guard. So proud of him. So, can you guys just... I have interruptions on my live stream all the fucking time.
Eliminate all access forces.
So I want to go to 802 Dippers and just say thank you for the support. He's going in the military basic training 2 weeks.
Mission begins now.
Why so quick all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Team deathmatch.
And just
Enemy team.
show your support.
Line them up.
He would really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to his channel. He'll be gone for 4 months, so his channel's probably gonna be slow. Maybe I'll see if I can get his password and upload stuff on it for him and keep it alive.
Damn it. Hey, are you there? Go to your right. Go to your right. Go all the way to the right.
Why?
Follow me over here. Look, they're all over there.
Oh,
Shit, you distracted me.
I got shot. Just the way how it is, Angela, he said. Maybe that's because I think they accept people, you know, like, certain times, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have to get, like, a class full of them, and then...
Because he's my ex-movie.
RJ is coming over to my chat, just to let you know.
And not to be mean, but you could do better.
Have the momentum.
You know who you are.
Shine, you're 13. You're moving to Florida. Any boyfriend you have now?
He's going with me.
Yeah, I fucking guess so.
I'm not supporting any fucking teenage puke.
Yeah, we're supposed to support another teenager that isn't legally allowed to leave the state with you because she says so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At least he has a job and support.
Wait a minute. You have to prove that you were with him for at least 6 months.
We're not moving another teenager in with us.
That's alright.
Not a boyfriend that lasts only a week.
No, I don't care if you they were together 5 years.
I don't give a fuck if they're
Married.
to marry.
Stupid, it's funny.
Really? You'd let a boy move in with her? In our house?
Not at this age.
Not at any age.
My mom, I was 14.
I don't care what your mom did.
Does he look like your mother?
I'm not supporting no. Because they live together and then she'll get knocked up and then we're stuck with a baby.
So it could be Angel's
It
baby.
could be mine. I told her her first baby's mine.
Okay, well.
That doesn't sound backwoods fucked up.
Yeah, right.
I don't care.
Dude, you guys distracted me.
Eh, shit's fucked up.
Shut the fuck up over there.
Don't make me go.
Oh,
At least
don't
he has a
disturb me.
job.
He
So
has
what?
a job too.
What, do you think I don't work?
Yeah.
He has two, and you know it.
What food did you just eat? What electricity are you using?
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
You think I got that? Yeah.
Okay, you guys, we're kind of having this conversation with the world right now.
So?
Good.
I'm teaching everyone in life that...
Ever hurt me?
Can't,
I hurt you?
You can't get whatever you want when you're a kid.
Oh,
Feelings for you?
tough love. I'm old school. I beat ass, then I'll freaking Ask questions. I ain't afraid to go back to jail again. Right, Matt?
I ain't afraid to go back to prison.
I ain't afraid to go back to... Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Told you gonna have this conversation with everybody.
I don't give a fuck. Like, everyone's gonna agree with me. I'm not raising a baby factory. No offense, hey, Cheyenne, but if a boy lives with you, he's gonna get in that honey jar, and not under my roof.
That's how motherfuckers die.
I have guns and I know how to use them.
Oh.
I wish you'd come out and say you're a lesbian.
What the
my God,
fuck? At least she wanted to have babies then, huh?
That's his point.
I know.
You can have your girlfriend move in. I don't give a fuck.
No.
I hope you pick out a girlfriend.
Wow.
Jesus.
He'll have to pick out one that's barely legal so he can tap into it too.
Oh,
No.
Me and Fat Bastard had that conversation with her the other day. That's what he said.
Yeah.
you did?
But everyone's agreed with me. You're 13. You're not having a boy move in with us. Over my dead body.
I will if I want.
No, you're not.
Yes.
I don't care who hears me. You're not having a boy moving in.
Yes.
Okay.
When you guys.
Okay, you tell him to pack his bags. You tell him to pack his bags.
Surprise!
Air will kill you.
I know you would.
We're gonna go gator hunting down there. Me and him and Matt. See what happens. I want to make sure he signs a waiver before we go. Whatever happens to him, happens to him.
Poor kid.
Incoming enemy artillery.
Well, I used to castrate bulls for a living, so...
No, you can't. Sorry.
I'm not doing that. That's not freaking cool. It's not...
It's a.
That's irresponsible for my part being an adult.
That's alright.
Recon aircraft ready.
Yeah.
Recon airborne.
Yeah, dude, you feel my pain?
Incoming. Get to cover.
Wow, I'm a nice guy, Cheyenne.
So you wouldn't let him move in?
No, I don't give a fuck how many abs he has. I don't give a fuck. What? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recon flight concluded.
I like this guy.
I don't.
Because you're not getting your way.
You know what, my... Oh, wow. You know what my father did when my sister brought a boy home? He was cleaning that odd six on the table, not shooting you.
Yeah, I know.
And he said he tossed the bullet to the boy and said, "This goes faster at 10 o'clock." It was funny. He said it more funnier.
Yep.
See, these kids nowadays have no respect.
Damn.
Man, this...
Well, that's happening.
Dude, I had to freaking go in a... You wanna hear some fucked up story this little girl you put me through? I had it like she was. Yeah. Ty Lord.
Right there.
Oh, well, my gamer tag is Tardif.
Here, we'll add you.
What I do? Ty Lord.
Let's see your remote. Let me get back to the menu.
Tardif 2015. I like it when I'm right.
Well, you're not right. You're wrong.
You think you're gonna have a boy move in? You're dead.
That's fine.
Okay, where is it?
You're supposed to help me here, Matt. Not go against me.
I don't know.
Girl, even though I don't know you at 13 years of age, the only thing you should be thinking of is where you're going this summer camp to get into your parents' here.
Hell yes. See? Ty Lord. Is that him?
Yeah, I think so.
This guy was old school.
Fine, I'll stay here and I'll move in with him.
Yeah, fucking you're not. Do we need another what?
40. See it?
Yep.
My feet are cold.
Do we need
Alright, we added you. You get to invite him to the party.
Yeah, we'll do that after this one.
I love this ship.
Ready to screw shit up.
Eliminate the enemy team deathmatch. Time
He's
to
not
show
on
what
our
you're
team.
made of, soldier.
He's not even in here, so he's probably waiting for you to invite him.
Do you want to quit this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Advance and take position.
Oh yeah. I always hit the brown one.
Okay, now go to your invites, however you do that.
I go to the home screen and invite him to a party chat.
Really? Home screen? What's Phalenatlife to party chat?
Yeah, that makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I never said I fucking made a lot of sense.
That's alright, then we can date for 2 years before we move down.
We're not dating. We're leaving.
You can stay up here if you want.
Look there.
It doesn't go as fast as you fucking think it's gonna go.
Dude, it better go faster than I think
You
it's
have to
gonna.
wait for it to go through right.
That doesn't mean fucking drag your feet.
She can't do anything until she has guardianship, you dumbass.
Well, hasn't you guys told me?
Oh, go accept it.
I already invited him.
But now he invited you. So give him a minute, see if he comes in.
Hello? Hola?
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, go accept it.
No, there's no.
Right there. Join.
Hello? Hello? You there?
Hey, hit circle. Oh, my bad. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
It doesn't say that you guys have the mic.
Yeah, why doesn't it?
No, it doesn't even say, like, it shows... Hold on, we can't hear you in case you hear us. Hold on. Matt,
What?
why doesn't it show our mic?
Hello?
Mic should still be attached. Let me see if your mic's still working.
How do you do it?
I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna see if your mic's still working. Oh, actually, yeah, you go here to settings.
Yep.
Go to devices.
Yep.
Now go to sound audio devices. Now
Hello?
test microphone level. Click on it. Now
Hello?
talk. Yeah, it's working.
We can up it.
Well, no, it's not. Volume's not the problem. You don't want it too loud. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Try inviting him to a party one more time.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Both are being broadcast.
Hello?
Ow. What just happened?
It's not us, like...
Oh.
Right
I
on.
didn't realize that was on camera.
What the hell was he doing?
He was scratching his stomach.
Ugh, get the
I
fuck
was
out of
doing
here.
this. It ended up on camera. Shit.
Well, go on mute just to make sure.
Alright.
It's like, don't mind me. It's just like,
Hello?
Why can't we hear him?
Where is he?
Right there he is. Yeah, player, no. Oh!
I don't hear nothing.
How raw?
Can you hear me?
Go, there you go. Do that one. Join.
There you go.
Goes no
Accept it?
Yeah. Go top one. Right there.
Party chat there, yeah.
Oh!
Tell him.
Hello?
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you
Hey, what's his game tag anyway?
go. Tide Lord.
Tide Lord.
You have to spell
Alright.
it.
So what is this? Pick up payroll from mail station.
Pick up.
I don't remember how.
Right there. What's it?
Oh, payroll. We
You
get
get,
paid.
you get money.
Well, check in every day and it doubles every day.
Oh.
Oh. That's what this place is. We're new to this.
All we did is come on and play multiplayer every day. We never went to headquarters.
Oh yeah, there's 6 games I gotta check in every day. I'm a disabled vet, so I don't do anything.
So what's the game tag?
So
Where-
it's get-
What did you serve in?
U.S. Army.
Nice.
I was in Africa for 2 years and Iraq for 1.
Wow. What troop were you
And
in?
I was in the 103rd Ranger Battalion.
Nice.
Where are you from? What state?
New York.
Oh, we're right next to you. We're in Vermont.
Well, I live in Massachusetts now, but
Oh.
Well, you're stepping west of us. You're south of us.
Did you get that windstorm like we did?
yes, we did.
Yeah, that was pretty bad up here.
And today we got snow this morning, which turned to freezing rain, which turned to snow, which turned to freezing rain, which turned to hail, which turned to snow, which turned to rain.
Yep. That's what happened here.
Did you like Africa?
Well, it depends on how you think about it. Did I like tramping through the jungle? No. Especially when there's shit there that can eat you.
Yeah.
And leave nothing less than a pile of shit sitting on the ground. Or disappear under the water and don't come back. Didn't like the fact their favorite
R2.
weapon down there is the machete. and they are very good and adept at using it.
Yeah. That is.
Well, I was talking about views and.
But as far as beauty, oh, the vistas are unbelievable. Standing on a mountain cliff, watching a mile-high waterfall go over with the rainbow and the sun setting,
Oh.
and all that, it's beautiful. When you're not busy looking around, making sure nothing's creeping up to eat you.
Yeah.
I'm going to reiterate that many times.
Well, was it better than Afghanistan or worse?
50-50. I saw more action in Africa than I did in Iraq. All I did in Iraq was blow up some oil wells. In Africa, it was a big different story. We were there for peacekeepers, hint, hint. And needless to say, I saw a lot of shit and did a lot of shit that I'm not very proud of.
I didn't even know we
I was ordered to do it just for everybody's edification, but still.
Well, I didn't know we were at war with Africa at any point. Really?
It's more of a police action than anything.
Oh.
We were given reason to go into Northern Africa because of the warlord bandits. There's anywhere between 10 to 17 of them at any point in time. South of that, you've got St. Johannesburg, all that, all settled country, and believe it or not, predominantly white. If you go anywhere north of that, about 100 miles, you run into scrub brush, which is predominantly black, until you get all the way up to the Sudan. And those people up there are brutal. They're all third world countries. Mogadishu, been there. Somalia, been there. Taipei, I've been there. Mozambique, been there. The Jordan, been there. The Jordan, that was real beautiful.
Do you have to deal with the VA now with being disabled?
I actually was up there this morning, and I will be up there again tomorrow morning.
So how do they treat you down there?
Massachusetts is by far the most vet-friendly state I have ever lived in.
Wow.
Outside of Florida.
Well, she had an uncle and a father that served in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And they treated him like shit.
Yeah, the VA in Wisconsin and North Chicago, they did not care about the vets at all.
Question here. Your father, is he still alive?
No, just passed 6 months ago.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Are you the firstborn?
No, I'm the last, actually. I'm the youngest.
Out of
5.
Okay, question. Have you, any of you, been diagnosed with any type of a birth defect or a direct result of Agent Orange?
No, see, my uncle had Agent Orange, but they said my father never did. No, none of us had birth defects.
Like, what would be a defect?
Which is not as bad. That anemic, spina bifida.
None of us had any defects at all.
Low blood counts, bone marrow problems, anything like that.
Right.
But you'd actually literally have to be tested for it because the Agent Orange gene is passed down. My oldest sister was born with spina bifida.
Oh, wow.
I was born with low bone density in my jawline and my right shoulder.
Oh, wow.
And slightly anemic. My youngest sister was born straight up anemic and very low bone density. How I got into the military, I'll never know. And I went in at 16, which probably was why I got in.
Ayo,
yeah,
Damon.
Well, I think it's because my dad drove trucks mostly in Vietnam around, and then my uncle, who actually had the Agent Orange, He was front line. You know, they were both in 101st Airborne.
Well, no, your uncle was 101st Airborne.
So was Dad.
101st Airborne was a infantry thing.
No, Dad's thing always said 101st Airborne.
He was a supply truck driver.
The 101st Airborne are the motherfuckers that jump out of planes.
So
Okay, there are 101st divisions that work on the ground, but
Yeah.
they are very few and very between.
Maybe you could tell
Very
us. Maybe you could tell us about the medals that your uncle has. Her uncle has tons of medals, like marksmanship. What else?
he has the Bronze Star.
He has the POW.
He was supposed to get the Purple Heart, but they never did it because he was injured in Vietnam, but never got anything.
He was a prisoner of war.
No, I don't understand why
He had the POW.
Yeah, but I don't understand because I thought there was no prisoners of war there.
In Vietnam?
I don't know, I'm confused.
In Vietnam?
I'm confused.
You never heard this saying?
Viet Cong were the kings of torture.
You ever heard this? What's that president? Well, who was president in Vietnam?
Tricky Dicky.
Oh, he just told you.
Who?
Tricky Dicky.
Yeah, didn't he say, "Let my boys come home" or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That was because of POW.
And they never did.
Yeah.
There were sayings that there was like 1,000 or something that were uncounted for or something like that.
The final estimate was, I think, 13% of what they would call KIAs were actually POWs that just never made it back.
Yeah, your uncle was a POW. He has a medal.
Yeah, but he came back.
Well, yeah.
Not all
Well,
prisoners
see, now,
prisoners of war
his
died.
children
He had
Are
no
set-
children because of
are
the
set.
Agent Orange.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But your father, having served in the military during Vietnam, combat zones such as myself, there are many things that you and your brothers and sisters or brothers, however you want to put it, that are available to you because of that. Now, they're not going to come out and tell you because they don't want to.
Right.
So I would definitely look it up.
Yeah, because can't I get
you-
help for college?
You could probably have them pay for college.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
My daughter, I have two daughters. One is not blood related. I raised her from diapers.
Right.
The other one is my blood daughter. She can use the VA anytime she wants. She is covered under my USAA insurance and my health insurance. She can get her teeth done, her eyes done. She can do whatever.
See, I
certain
thought-
things she can't do.
See, I think my dad tried one time in Wisconsin. It was when I was just getting out of high school, didn't have health insurance, and I think he went to them and they said, "No, there's nothing we can do for your daughter," or something like that. Yeah, they were crooks over there, the VAs. They were awful.
But technically you are the firstborn child between your father and your mother.
Yeah, my other siblings are from his first wife.
So you're technically a first.
Yep.
Are you the eldest?
No, I'm the baby of the family.
No, we're talking about blood.
They're all my halves, so they're half. They're blood.
Halves don't count.
Yes, they do.
Well,
Yes, they do.
the problem with Agent Orange is if it's passed, it's always passed to the first 3 children born from whatever.
Right.
He's the one that went, so it would be his first 3 children.
Yeah, see, I'm the last of the 5.
But it still wouldn't hurt to get tested just in case. Because
Yeah.
Agent Orange is very nasty shit. Excuse my French.
Oh, no, it's fine.
How did you get Agent
Yeah.
Orange?
Agent Orange was a defoliage that was used in Vietnam to better serve to, of course, kill the Cong. Unfortunate side effects upon that were cancer, which was prevalent bad. My father ended up with cancer of the thoracic spine because of it. He died in 1983 when I was 11. It is I've been in the Army. I've smelt and been through the gas chamber and the whole 9 yards.
Returning to the line? We're about to make another push.
It's
Huh.
disgusting. It's disgusting what the military will make you go through, but in the offset of things, it's also to make you understand that, hey, this is what's going to happen to you. Agent Orange wasn't anything like that. Agent Orange was just something that was thrown together quickly to try to defoilize the area so they could see the Viet Cong better. What they didn't understand was that the Viet Cong were guerrilla tactics, complete guerrilla tactics. We were trying to fight a war like we did in World War II, World War I. A gentleman's war, so to speak. They weren't playing that game.
Well, Hitler
They were
didn't
like,
play Gentleman's War.
We're here to kill you. That's it.
Yeah, wasn't the Viet Cong fought the French first and kicked the French ass?
Yes, they kicked them out. They kicked them out of the country. That's what precipitated the war. Actually, the war started in 1959 and went to 1970, and I was born a year later. My mom and my dad both met in Vietnam. He was Naval Detachment Marine Corps, and my mother was a surgical RN.
Huh.
And he ended up getting shot up, and that was it. Then he gets home, gets tested, and finds out he's got cancer. It's like, thanks! Thanks for the memories.
Oh, you can buy supply drops too? I didn't know that.
But yeah, I would definitely get on, www.va.gov. Go under dependents. Have all the information of your father.
Yep.
And just go straight through it. Print out anything of interest. Find out who your veteran state officer is.
Okay.
Take all that to him and say, look, this is my father, this is who I am, this is who he is. I've looked it all over, I am eligible for this, or so on, and I would like to use this, and this. At that point in time, the VSO is there for you, not the VA. He will do, or she will do, anything within their power to make that happen.
I am definitely going to do that.
And you will be granted access to VA healthcare, but for edification, wherever you are, look at the rating on the VA hospital. And don't ever go to one that is called a Pop C.
I've never heard it that way. Huh.
Physician's outpatient clinic is what a Pop C is. It is nothing more than a jerk drawer full of people who couldn't make it into a real VA hospital.
Oh, that's like what's here close to us in Rutland is a little office, a little doctor's office.
That's a Pop C.
Okay.
My daughter's dealing with the same shit in Maine.
Huh.
And I've told her 100 times, pack the fucking crap up and move.
I can't think of where...
For 12 years.
Isn't there a VA clinic southern Vermont, I think, isn't there?
Yes, White River is that way.
Oh, yes. White River Junction is north of us.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Hey, Bennington,
Yep,
what's your opinion?
Out of the both of those?
Yeah.
It depends on what you're going for. If it was for medical reasons or that, I would go to White River. If it's for other reasons like dental or vision, mental health, stuff like that, I would probably go to the other one.
So I'm definitely going to look into the schooling thing because I just applied for financial aid for schooling, to go back to school.
Girl, all you got to do is tell them you're a veteran's daughter. And as much as people don't believe it, it carries weight.
Right.
It does carry weight. People don't realize that. My whole world opened up to my daughter when she was found that out. I thought she already knew.
Right.
I can what? Well, yeah. I told you that. You've got my paperwork.
Do you know anything
Well,
about rights for widows for the VA?
widows?
Yep.
What did your father pass away of? Old age?
Yeah, he had
sickness?
his second stroke.
Alright, so he was a multiple stroke.
Yeah.
Now, what your mother would need to do is get a hold of VA records because he hasn't been gone too long.
Right.
And get a copy of his medical report. Everything. I don't care if he got a cut on his finger, it better be in there.
Yeah.
She has that. But his copy of his DD-214.
Which I have, yep.
Anything else pertaining to the military, any paperwork, make sure everything on the DD-214 is in order. His overseas duty, his dates, any medals, his rank, so on and so forth. One of the big things you're going to have to make sure of is that anything on the DD-214, you have to make sure you can share that with a third party. Because there's going to be some people, like myself and a couple of others that I know, we can't show our DD-214s to just anybody.
Okay. I've never heard of otherwise on his, but okay.
He was just a truck driver.
It's 20, dude, even a truck driver, he could have been hauling a Titan missile.
Right.
You never know.
That's true. You can be talking about
his clearance could have been fucking blue, orange, or white for all we know. So you got to make sure that nothing like that's going to happen. When I show mine, it's got to be, okay, this is blacked out. This is what you can see.
Right.
So I have to make copies of it. Always make copies of the DD-214.
Oh yeah, I think I do already, yeah.
Please, do that.
Yeah.
I lost mine once, and it took me a year and a half to get it back.
That's because when I had the power of attorney and all that stuff over him and going between the hospitals, doing the advance directive, I had to have his his paperwork, for multiple different reasons for everybody. But the thing is, with his Social Security, because he was receiving Social Security money and VA benefits at the time of his death, because he was, declared, disabled and stuff. And yeah, and so Social Security will give the widow, my mother, some benefits, but see, they've been divorced for over 10 years, or around the 10-year mark.
The SSDI benefits are a joke.
Yeah, I know.
At most, she would have gotten $400. That wouldn't even have paid for the guy to come out and say, bless you.
Right. Well, the thing is, my mom was supposed to receive like $1,000 or something a month, but that takes away, it affects her making money, so she never did it. So I didn't know if the VA had something else to do for her.
What do you mean it affects how she makes money?
They said she couldn't make a certain amount of money, or it takes away from her benefits when she retires, and it got all messy, so she gave up on it.
Okay, whatever your mother gets from your father's benefits is non-taxable.
Right, and I told her that, and it's 'cause I forgot what the name of that benefit is that she gets, but it's some widow benefit.
She gets widower's benefits from the military.
Yeah.
My mom got it.
Yeah.
And it never bothered anything my mom made.
Huh.
Wait, how'd your
Because my mom even went to Social Security office, sat down with them, and they told her, you're not going to be able to work no more, or you won't get this amount of money when you retire.
That was somebody being lazy. Because I called up about 3 months ago because I'm ready to go back to work. Because I am sick to fuck with sitting around doing nothing. Right. And I asked that lady point blank, okay, this is how much I get each month. This is how much I get each month from here.
Yep.
If I decided to go back to work and I get a job for, say, $12 an hour working 24 hours a week, how is that going to affect what I make?
Mhm.
And point blank was told by not only her, but her supervisor, because I definitely wanted to check this shit, they cannot start affixing any earned money to you for 90 months.
Mm.
90 months. And if anything, my SSDI would go up.
Right. Huh.
Not be taken away, it would go up. Because I'm now paying taxes, which makes that worth more and all
Right.
that happy shit.
Well, I do
As
remember the other, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. The other main reason is because they told her also if she were to collect the benefit, the widow benefit, that she would lose her state insurance because that money would be counted as income because she's on state insurance in Wisconsin. And that, you know, she depends on that. She's, you know, getting older and she works for cash and like really small amount of money anyways right now. But they're like, you're going to lose your state insurance because that widow pay is going to count as income and it'll make your bracket too high of the money that you make, you know?
what fucking state you live in?
I live in Vermont, but my mom's in Wisconsin.
Alright, well, yeah, there's a big difference. Did your mother own a home there?
No.
Okay, so here's what you tell her to do. You tell her to pack the fuck up and move to Massachusetts or Vermont. Get the fuck out of Wisconsin because those people are idiots.
Yeah, I know. They are over there. They don't want to help for nothing.
What she needs to do is the same thing you do. You need to get a hold of your veteran state officer.
Yeah.
And don't go into anything over the phone with them about it because they actually hate that, to be honest.
Right.
Get everything that you need before you go there. You sit with them, have your mother along with you or whatever, or she can go by herself. But having all that information right there and then is going to help you save a lot of time. But before you leave the veteran state officer, you want to have names, you want to have numbers, and you want to have a basic idea of, okay, we've now started this process, this is what I'm putting in for, okay, you've got all your paperwork, everything signed, how long am I looking at? Then if they try to beg off on the, okay, well, you know, maybe 5 or 6 months, you got to be don't be a bitch about it. You know, just be like, look, I need something a little bit more definitive.
Right.
And they should be able to narrow you down to a relative point on it anyway. And to my knowledge, so your father was in Nam. So, do you by any chance know what year he got out?
Yeah, what'd I do with this paperwork? Hold on a second. Give me a moment, I'll be back.
Yeah, that's some smelly bud, man. What the fuck? Is that what you brought? Shit.
Did you ever heard of blood diamonds?
Yep.
Was it a really big issue over there?
About 6 times. Yeah, oh, you better believe it. The reason they're called blood diamonds is because everybody gets shot over them.
Have you ever like seen one?
Hmm?
You ever seen one?
Several times. Several times. They're all over the place down there, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah, they dig them up wherever the fuck they dig them up, and they all get funneled right through Africa. Most there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 that I know of personally of exporters between St. Johannesburg, Madagascar, and so on and so forth. That's all they do.
So how much do they sell the diamonds for down there?
Well, it's kind of like being on a cruise. I went to the Bahamas in 2006. There was a $5,000 Rolex. I got it for $500.
Holy crap!
Yep. Pretty good weed too. Yeah, dude. I mean, and the best part is, with something like rings or a watch or a necklace, something like that, or a belt, whatever the case may be, you can put it on and wear it back onto the ship. That way, they never know you have it, so you don't have to pay the tariff. There's no taxes.
Oh.
Because if that was the case, what they would end up happening is they would take the watch, they would compare it to what it would actually cost you to buy it in the United States, and that's what they would tax you on. Not what you actually paid for it, but what it would cost you if you were at home.
So, like, if I went over to Africa and got a bag full of diamonds, or a little bag full of diamonds, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How much would, like, one diamond cost?
It depends on how many carats, how well it's cut, where it's from, is it pure, is it colored?
We'll just say an average one.
You'd have to pick a carat and a color, dude.
Okay,
Regular, clear, and about 10 carats.
regular and clear, about 10 carats.
Regular and clear, and about 10 carats.
Yeah.
And you're talking about an African diamond.
Yep.
Alright, well, right now, let me find out. Current cost of diamonds per carat.
Are you serious for everything?
Like, how much would they pay for,
I'm just trying to get a base to go off of. Shut up, lady! God damn! Just go where the hell I tell you and leave me alone. Ah. Alright, so white band, yellow, gold. No, I don't want to care about that. Price of a 1 carat diamond. No setting.
I wonder how much they pay the guys to actually go get them.
Oh, you mean the guys that actually go, men and women that go down and dig and shit?
Yeah.
I guarantee they don't get paid shit. I mean that literally. They probably come back with a handful and get like $20.
Really? Holy shit.
Oh yeah, dude. People down there, it's brutal down there, man. I tell you what, you ever want to make, and I'm not putting any ideas in your head, your child really appreciate what they have?
Yeah.
Sign them up for a week to go down there.
Thank God I'm not your child.
I wouldn't have her go down there. That's pretty torturous.
I mean, of course, they would be safe and everything, but just, hey, sign them up to go down there for a week. I had a friend of mine who went down there, God, Jesus Christ, we were kids at the time. And he went down with his church to build a church, as a matter of fact. He came back about 3 months later. Apparently he was sick for about half of it. And he said that if he ever sees, hears, or thinks of that place again, he would probably shoot himself.
Yeah, but they don't guarantee your safety there, though.
Well, they had to with the kids and stuff in the church. They had armed guards. They had fences up and the whole 9 yards. He said it was basically being like in a militia camp. You couldn't leave and shit like that and stuff. It's like, yeah, definitely a place I never want to be. Price of an uncut diamond, 1 carat. Oh, shut up, lady. $1,875 divided by 5 carats equals $375 per carat. Okay, so 375 a carat. Alright, now you're looking at black African diamond. Now, do you want the price from digger to procurer? Or from procurer to seller? Or from the guy that actually does the fucking work and does, you know, all the cutting and all that shit?
The guy that does the work.
The guy that does the work?
Yeah.
He probably gets roughly about 2,500 to 3,000 a carat.
Oh, wow.
Well, look at the guys that do oyster farming. All they do is grow pearls, dude. That's all they do. They pull them out. They open them up long enough to stick some dirt or sand or whatever in there. And then they put them on these racks and they pull them up once every couple of years to scrape all the crap off them. And I think they said 7 or 8 years or something like that. They pull them out, and they open them up, and they essentially kill them and just grab the pearls.
I remember reading a news article actually about something about Africa. There was a guy down in Africa that took a whole bunch of kids, and then they were like an armed like brigade or whatever. And
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Who the fuck was that? His name?
He's one of the top leading contenders for Warlord in the North.
Yeah,
he's got a camp right on the border between North Africa and Libya, I believe.
Like he has like all he does is like child soldier shit.
Yeah. One of the jobs we were given when we went down was basically what I was told was I had to take the guys and we had to go. We had 4 trucks. Get the people that were known to be visited and just, you know, get them out. You know, bring them south, wait a few weeks, and then bring them back. You know, they already had tents set up, running water, you know, food, everything. All they had to do is get on the truck and go. Problem being is the parent down there. I can't really say because I'm not them. You know, so my ideas of home and their ideas of home were really different.
Yeah.
Basically, what ended up happening, we got the kids, we got them loaded.
A few of the mothers
and a few of the fathers went. But for the most part, the elders and the rest stayed.
Well, this continued for about a week. So we went on a roundabout trip.
And went back the opposite way just to check the villages and make sure everything was going okay. And then if it was, we were going to bring back the kids. Well, the first 2 villages was alright, but the last 2 villages, it wasn't a pleasant sight. There was, just to say, there was a lot of work for the children.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, when they found out there were no children, or the children had been seized and taken further south by the UN committee.
Oh yeah, that's their home workforce.
I saw 10, 12-year-olds wheeling AK-47s. Ain't nothing like having to look at a 12-year-old from a couple hundred yards away and say, "I'm sorry, man." You know, it takes a lot to have to pull a trigger on somebody that small, man. Regardless of whether they're trying to kill you or not, that's a 12-year-old. That kid never did shit to me.
Yeah, because they do like what's a fucking special drug from over there? It's like fucking cocaine and gunpowder or whatever. I don't know if they use that actually in real life, but
what's it called?
Cocaine and gunpowder. They call it something, but that's what it's mixed with. It's supposed to make you like really fucking crazy.
Gunpowder, cocaine, but you mix with that. The only thing I could think you could even possibly mix with that would give you that type of effect.
It was cocaine and gunpowder.
There would have to be a third agent. If it was just straight gunpowder and cocaine, you'd be dead in 15 minutes.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Yeah, you know how much.
Maybe it must have been something else in it, too.
I mean, that'll give you the worst fucking stomachache you can think of. You'd probably have to cut it with dust. You'd have to put a little, and you'd have to use a really small amount of gunpowder. Really small amount. You're talking like maybe a microgram's worth.
It was. You ever watched Lord of War?
Florida War?
Lord of War.
Lord of War with
Nicolas Cage.
That's it. You mean the one where his brother gets wasted?
His brother gets wasted, and he actually starts snorting this stuff. And he's with that African warlord down there, and they send him back to the hotel, and he goes to a bar, and they say, "Well, this is what their warriors do." And he takes the top of the bullet off and sprinkles the lead off the bullet, and sprinkles that gunpowder down the AK-47 bullet, and a little bit of cocaine, and mixes it, and then he snorts it.
I don't think that's real.
Yeah, that was completely fake. There's no way in hell you're going to snort that much gunpowder. It's just, no. You would have a nosebleed within seconds. And then the pain would hit. Because you just sliced your nose to hell, got an infection, and God help you if somebody lights a lighter near you.
Oh, it looked badass, I guess.
Yeah, for about the 3 seconds it takes for you to notice that your brain's on fire. I mean, I've seen some funky drugs, no doubt. Oh, dude, there's the shamans down there, or village elders, or yeah, I don't know, whatever you call them. There's a circle of motherfuckers that sit around and just don't do shit. They just sit around and tell people what to do. But they take these mini frogs. Now, I don't know if everybody was taught the same way. If you come across a frog, caterpillar, lizard, snake especially, and they happen to be bright colors like, green and orange and purple, shit like that, don't touch them.
Yeah.
They're poisonous. But these motherfuckers were just picking them up, and they'd rub them on their chest, just in the center.
What?
And they would throw the, put the frog back in and whatever they put it in, and then you could see the stickiness on their chest. And that's it. All 6 of them would be gone for days. I mean, they're just like total, drooling on yourself. The woman would have to come and wipe them and fucking feed them gruel. It's like,
That doesn't sound fun.
nah. The bitch was, all I did was fucking ask. All I did was ask which way was northeast.
I reconnected the controller.
Yeah, it's like, hey, dude.
Just, northeast, please.
We were in the middle of nowhere, dude. This was one of those,
So what was your rifle down there in Africa?
What did I use?
Yeah.
Take your pick. Let's see. I used the M1 Wall Rocket. I used the M16 1A. I used the M60. I used the M203A. I used what I would love to. Well, actually, it's nicknamed Dragonfly, but it's actually a shoulder-launched ground-to-air missile or tank, depending.
So.
Oh, and of course my explosives back.
So what's your review? Okay, what do you think's better, an M16 or AR-15?
Depends on what your end game is. If you want to shoot a lot of bullets and keep people occupied or possibly kill them, you go for the AK because it's got a lot more power to it.
No, not AK-47, AR-15. Or the M16. Or M16.
The AR-15's got its issues. It, from what I noticed anyway, I'd say about every 9 to 10 bullets that go in, you have a 68% chance of it jamming, or a misspeed, actually. With an M16-1A, you have a chance of a miss once every 1.5 mags, I think, something like that. It all depends on how fast they heat up and what they're made of. The M1A is all carbon, steel, and all that stuff, so, they don't want you running out of a weapon during the middle of a firefight. It's not a good idea. The AR-15 probably has longer range, less drop-off.
So which one would you take to Warzone? That's my question.
Me, personally, I would take the M16-1A. Just because I know it's field tested. I can go through water, I can go through mud, I can go through snow, I can go through anything with it, and the fucker will still work.
Okay, what would you choose for a sidearm?
Sidearm? Oh. Let's see, something that wouldn't. Either a Glock or... Yeah, probably either a Glock or 50 cal Desert Eagle. One of the two.
Okay.
I want something that's either going to slow you down or something that's straight out going to cut you in half.
Okay, here's my weapons of choice. For a sidearm, we're starting with that one. It's a 1911. Those are just, I love those guns. Yeah, granted, the clips are not very big, but they're pretty accurate. They're pretty good. If you get a good one, not like a shitty non-brain one. And for like a rifle, I probably would have to choose. I don't know. Like I've seen some fucking badass like videos on AK-47s. I don't think I don't know.
Well, then again, where are you fighting? Are you doing open field fighting, or are you doing block to block fighting?
Block to block.
Well,
okay.
What were you looking for before when he got out of the army?
Yeah, what year?
Alright, so it says effective date is 1970.
I got this.
So he got out this near my sister. How much time did he have served, do you know?
So 2 years before Mom was born.
It says net service this period is 3 years. He did his minimum.
Alright, well, Vietnam, 3 years. It's 3 years too long.
Yeah, true, yeah.
My father served 67 to 72.
Oh wow, yeah, it says he started in 67 and got out in 70. See, his does not say 101st. It says, his says, hold on, last duty assignment is 338th Trans Company.
What?
So he was with the 303. Yeah, they're a supply and transportation portion of the.
I told you.
Yeah.
I've used them many times. I'll tell you what, without those guys, war don't happen.
Right, right.
What'd he say?
So my dad was not 101st.
Told you.
But Uncle Wayne's right there on the table, he's 101st.
That's exactly what I said.
But I don't understand why Dad always wore the 101st Airborne thing.
For his brother.
Well, yeah.
Duh.
And on Uncle Wayne.
My father was the same way. One of his best friends got killed in Nam, and he had nothing to do with my father's unit, but my father wore his jacket until the day he passed away himself. I got it in my closet right now.
Oh, wow. See, his service school was Fort Dix in New Jersey in 67.
Well, he was from that area.
No, he wasn't. He was born in Vermont.
The one state I got kicked out of. I went to a Grateful Dead concert there, and a friend of mine was driving. He missed hitting a state trooper and a military police officer by about 3 inches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got pulled over. We're tripping balls off. Remember this. And those two got arrested. And then I got arrested because they found my ID.
Oh.
That was
See, here.
So we all go down. We all went down to the military police station. Long story short, I spent the entire night being chastised by 2 MPs and the local police, as well as my friends, because Shane wouldn't take a piss test, though he didn't understand, I guess, for some fucking reason, that the only way you can test for acid is doing a spinal tap. Can't do that in a police station. Sorry. Piss test is going to show you nothing but maybe a little bit of pot and some, maybe that's a little bit of coke. But we spent the entire night handcuffed to the fucking floor.
Why?
Tripping our balls off. You want to talk about a bad trip? It's because he wouldn't piss. They wouldn't let us go till he pissed. I was like, well, why the hell are you holding me, dude? I wasn't driving. Well, you were trying to hide that joint, sir. Aren't you military and blah blah blah? And of course the MP started their shit at that point. But long story short is we ended up leaving and we got called into court the next morning. And the judge told me, Shane, and Timmy, you are hereby banned from the state of New Jersey for life. Please do not return.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that was because we got. I think that's because we got caught on Fort Dix property. Boy, didn't I hear some shit when I got back. My captain went up one side of me and down the other.
Your dad was?
So, okay, so on Uncle Wayne's DD-214, he says 10 months foreign. But Dad says 3 years of regular service, nothing under foreign.
Your uncle says 10 10 months foreign.
Yeah.
So that means, okay, never mind. I won't go into that. But let's just say your uncle was into doing more than your average soldier.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And here.
What's that mean? I'm curious on that one. Like spy shit?
Mildly, to do it mildly.
Yeah.
When it says 10 months foreign, all that means is he was across seas somewhere for 10 months.
Oh, so it's
see right here.
That's all.
Yeah, he's got all the medals right here. It tells you. It says National Defense Service Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, Vietnam Campaign Medal, 10/S bar, Bronze Star Medal, Air Medal, Army Condention Medal, Aircraft Crewman Badge. Yep, and the Expert Badge for Rifle M16.
Yeah, I've got that myself.
Yeah.
So is there anything there special or no?
That bronze star is pretty freaking nice. That's a tough one to get.
Do you have that yourself?
The bronze star?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the bronze star, sweetheart. Trust me, I would have loved it. But
well, what do you have to do to get the bronze then?
You have to show. To me, every person that goes into combat should get a freaking Medal of Honor, to be honest.
Right.
But Bronze Star means you've shown meritorious service conduct under fire. So in other words, you saw injured people, you pulled them off the line. You saw an unmanned area, you went and manned it. You saw this needed to be done, you did that. You pushed the line forward 25 feet. You've shown yourself to be an outstanding soldier, is basically what that is.
So going on beyond the Call of Duty, pretty much.
Yeah, you're above and beyond at that point. You're one step away from the MOH.
Isn't there a star above the Bronze Star though?
Yeah, the Silver Cross.
And that's when you have to do something. That's like.
Well, he got. Sorry about that. He got the Airman's Cross, correct?
The what?
The Airman's Cross.
Yeah.
The Airman's Medal, or whichever you want to call it. Alright, so.
Yeah, I got Air Medal and Aircraft Crewman Badge.
Alright, so that means not only did he work on the planes, but he also jumped off the motherfucker. You know, that's the one thing I never understood about the Army. Why jump off a perfectly sound aircraft? I asked my sergeant that as he put his foot in my back and I fell out the back of the plane. I never did get an answer to that.
Well, I do remember him telling me he used to shoot the machine guns off the helicopter.
Ah, he was a roadie.
I actually have a picture of him somewhere next to a helicopter back in the day.
My uncle.
Yeah, yeah.
My uncle flew the helicopter too.
Really? I don't understand what this one. What is the 10/S bar?
The 10/S bar?
No, it has the number 1, and then it's O/S bar.
What color is it?
Oh, I'm reading it off the paper. I don't know the color.
Oh. What? Is there a heading near it?
No, because it goes Vietnam Campaign Medal, comma, 10/S bar, and then it goes comma, Bronze Star Medal.
Alright, so that meant... Oh. That's showing how long he spent in the bush.
Oh.
My uncle got in trouble in Vietnam.
For what?
Because he threw the helicopter.
Dude, there were so many guys getting in trouble over there. It's disgusting. But they had to let him get away with it.
Well, no, he went to prison.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. As soon as he got out, he went back.
Oh yeah. He didn't. He told one. I guess he said they were flying in and out of. He was the guy that flew the guys into the like, dropped them off, picked them up, type shit. And there was a spot. I guess there was artillery. I don't know. They're shooting at him and they were taking helicopters down left and right. And he said, "Fuck you."
So he pretty much. Oh wow, that's dereliction of duty, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah, well, yeah, he went to jail for. I don't know what they call it.
You're lucky they didn't just tell him to land, and as soon as he got out, shot him.
Oh no, he didn't take off. And it wasn't him; it was his buddy. There was like 3 of them in the aircraft. There are 2 guys in the front, and then there's a guy in the back. And then they had, carried. It was a troop transport type of thing. He said none of them wanted to go.
Well, things were a little bit different over there during a wartime scenario. You got a lot of that over in Iraq too. A lot of the guys are just tired of the sand. A lot of the girls were just like, damn. I mean, I served out in the sand and same blood and the same mud with men and women. And I'll tell you, you want to win a war quick? Get about 250,000 women. And to any women that happen to be listening, you have my most humble apologies right now. This is not in any way derogatory nor mean. I do not mean it in that fashion. Have them all have just broken up with a cheating boyfriend on their menstrual cycle. Arm them with anything you can find, including a kitchen sink, and just turn them loose on the enemy. Just tell them, hey, go do whatever you want. We don't care. We can control the world inside of a week.
Did that one, yeah. Alright, I'll be right back.
Dude, women are vicious. They are vicious. I've seen some female drill instructors. Oh my lord. Don't piss them off. Don't piss them off.
Oh, Angela's not wanting to piss off.
If your rank anything is below hers, you're doing push-ups until your mother comes and gets you. And she's not getting on the base, so you're screwed. But no, Jesus, I went from Fort Leavenworth, Missouri basics to Fort Lee, then from Fort Lee to Fort Bragg, from Fort Bragg to Parris Island, from Parris Island back to Fort Bragg. That's I finished my explosives and all that there. Then we went to Iceland, Greenland for cold weather incursion training. I was attached to the 10th Mountain Division at that point, Fort Drum, New York. Was up there for almost 2.5 months, something like that. I don't know. And we were getting used to the cold finally. And it's cold up there, dude. I mean, cold. And the funny part was, you dug a hole about 2.5, 3 feet down, and you had your thermal sack. This thing was rated for like 100 below zero. The thing was cool as hell. A mummy sleeping bag basically is what it is. You get into it, you strip down, you have your rifle inside with you and all that sorts of good stuff. Once you pack the snow just over to the top of your head where you have a breathing room, it's warm as shit in there. It's like saying it's like being next to a fireplace. It's pretty cool. We get orders to load up on the C-10 and go. So we get on the C-10 1A. Where were we? I think Anchorage or Alaska or some shit. We get off the back of the transport plane after 14 hours. Have you ever ridden down a dirt road full of rocks and pits, and all you did was bounce out of the seat and hit everything but the driver?
Yep.
I mean, anything. It didn't matter what it was. Well, that's about what it felt like the entire ride. When we finally get off, they drop the back, and we get off the plane, and it's 120 degrees in the shade.
Oh wow.
With 100% humidity.
Ooh.
We landed just outside of St. Johannesburg, Africa. We're like, what the hell? I'm already sweating buckets. I'm drinking water like it's going out of style. I'm like, I started changing right there. I mean, there had to have been like 700 other soldiers around, and I'm just like dropping drawers right in front of all of them. Male, female, I didn't give a shit. I mean, I was that hot. I mean, it was putrid hot, especially in those clothes. We were still in the winter clothes we were wearing in 12 hours. Whatever. But, that was the beginning of my sojourn into that hell.
Wait, so they can tell you where you're going?
Oh no, you're never told where you're going until last minute. They wait till the last possible minute to know where you're going when you leave camp or your commanding officers. Which more or less means you're first sergeant, you're lieutenant. Once in a while you get a captain, but unless you work for the special forces, then, which is kind of a bitch because then you become everybody's dog. I worked with 3rd Ranger Battalion for about 4 months. Everybody was an officer but me.
Oh shit.
I was a piss-on little sergeant. I got treated like a dog little bitch.
Wait, sergeant? I thought sergeant was an officer.
No, sergeant is an NCO, non-commissioned officer. The highest a non-commissioned officer can get is an E8.
So you could have men under you, right?
Hmm?
You had men under you, right, or no?
Oh yeah, I had specialists, E4, PFCs, E3, privates, E2, E1. When we went out into the field, though, it was usually PFC specialist sergeants for sergeant, lieutenant, captain. Like I said, if you're lucky. But it's scary. The first couple of times were nerve-wracking. I mean, you sit at home and watch like National Geographic and shit, and you see lions and you see tigers and hyenas and hippos and crocodiles and stuff like that. Oh man, I wouldn't want to get near one of them. Wow, that looks, oh, they're so cute. Look at those little cubs. Yeah, go near one. See how cute they are then. Because Mama and her 12 sisters are going to come over and ask you to go away, and they're not going to be nice about it.
So you ever have to kill a lion?
I've had to shoot in the air towards one. One of the things we were told in Africa when we went out on kicks and stuff was try not to what's the word I'm looking for? Don't hurt the habitat, pretty much.
Wow.
If something is going to kill you, obviously, what's going to happen? You're going to kill it. But, believe it or not, most of those animals won't come near you. If there's a large enough group, they won't even go near you. Unless one of you are like, you know, all cut up and bleeding and stuff like that. The smell of blood, hey, guess what? You're on your own. Most of the time they won't come near. I mean, we had 15 guys with us, so that's a pretty large party. So most of the animals would stay away. The ones that wouldn't are the ones you gotta watch out for, and that's like hyenas, rhinos. Those guys are pretty bad. The worst are the hippos.
Hippos?
They are, dude, no joke. They are mean. They kill more human beings in 1 year than any other animal on this planet. They are responsible for up to 3,000 human fatalities a year.
They're fat and slow.
They are not slow. Once they're on land, they can get up to about 30 miles an hour.
Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking weight going towards you.
You better believe it, and that mouth opens wide. I've seen them cut alligators in half. A 16-foot, 900-pound alligator picked it up out of the water and snapped that fucker right in half.
What about elephants?
That's how mean. Elephants are pretty cool. The problem with elephants, the young ones want to play. So they'll run up to you, they'll hit you with, they'll tap you with their nose and stuff like that and run away again. Now, as long as you do not touch the child, you're all right. You know, let them do whatever they want. And they're usually pretty cool about it. They don't do too much. They just walk up, they'll walk next to you for a little while, they'll touch you with their nose and stuff like that. Then they'll wander off, find something more interesting. If you reach out and touch them, I don't care who you are, find the biggest tree you can find. Or the deepest river. Either way, you're taking a chance. And climb it or swim. And hope the fuck that tree stays. And you hope there's no alligators or hippos in the water. They are not, dude. They will. I've seen what they'll do to a car. They can do that to a car. I would hate to see what they did to my small body. I'd be like this smear on one of their toes.
What is it, the parents that come after you if you touch the kid?
The elephants.
Yeah, what is it, the parent elephant that comes after you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's herds of elephants, believe it or not, aren't dominated by males at all. It's a matriarchal society. Males roam free. And, yeah. Well, sort of. Lions stay around a certain area that they call their own, and they mark it, and they have their own harem. Male elephants don't. They most of the time they roam alone. They come together during rutting season to vie for females. But for the most part, when you see those gigantic ass herds of elephants, 99.9% of them are females, younger females, and young male or female calves. We have to learn about the wildlife down there quick.
I love elephants, though. They're so fucking cool.
Oh, they are. They're especially when you're looking at them close up. They're huge.
The only thing I wouldn't like to see in Africa is snakes. I hate fucking snakes.
Snakes actually aren't that bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm gonna walk up and pick up a black mamba by the tail and start playing with it. But, it wasn't the poisonous snakes down there I was worried about. Most snakes and this is true, most snakes will not bother you. If you leave them alone, if you look like you're going towards them, stop, turn around. Well, actually, don't turn around. Just back up. You know, just leave them be. Some of them, if they're molting or if they're protecting eggs or young, they can be a lot more aggressive, so it's a very good idea to know what time of year you're walking into that kind of area. But most of the time they'll leave human beings alone. The snake that would worry me, and this includes Florida now because of the overrun they had, is anacondas.
Anacondas?
Yeah, they're not poisonous, but I saw an anaconda down there 28 feet long. And this thing was as big around as 1.5 of my legs.
Holy shit.
That was scary.
Did you kill it?
No. It didn't bother us. We just let it go. And it probably would have taken all of us to kill it. We probably would have had to empty our clips into it. But this I'm no bullshit. This thing's head was as big as my chest.
Holy shit.
I mean, and I've got a 34, 35, something like that chest. That head was huge.
What was it doing?
It was just going on its way towards the river. They like, those snakes when they get that big, like to be in the river. Which is one of the reasons why we didn't bother it, because it's very, very, very rare that a snake like that will attack you on land. Because though they're big, and if they get you in their coils, you're dead, they can also hurt themselves really bad because they can't control that amount of weight or that long of amount of weight easily and on the ground, so they end up hurting themselves. Most attacks by snakes that size take place in the water because they have control of everything. They're very buoyant.
So, okay, note to self, don't go swimming in Africa.
Oh yeah, definitely. And don't take a leak in the water either.
What?
Don't take a leak in the water.
Like, standing on the side of the, you know...
No, I mean, jump into the water, swimming, all that good shit, and, oh, wait a minute, I gotta take a leak, and you take a leak. Don't do it.
Why?
They probably got those bugs that can swim with fish.
Oh!
Yep. They have them parasites there, yes, they do.
Fuck Africa. I'm not going to Africa.
I mean, if you go there for safari, just to go there to check out the wildlife and, you know, all that kind of... Dude, I'd say go. Hell yeah, it's definitely worth the trip.
Well, everything you told me doesn't sound very welcoming.
Well, I was down there for other reasons.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my route was a lot different than what you would be taking. You would be in a car with a cooler full of beer and sandwiches with a bunch of people having a great time, knowing when you come back you're going to be sitting at a restaurant. Okay. Us was a tree, a meal that was made in a packet, and good night. I mean, big difference.
So you don't suggest going backpacking through Africa?
Not without a very experienced guide.
And somebody you can trust. And make sure you have your last will and testament made out before you leave.
Is that because
definitely get all your inoculations.
So is it the people you have to worry about, or the animals?
Both. You asked.
So, okay, I have a question.
When we got off the plane, this is what we were told. And we were told this by a 1-star general.
Let's clean off that grit and get that rifle.
Do not eat the food. Do not drink the water. Do not sleep with the women. Have a fun time. That was his welcome speech.
Don't break this chair.
How many notches you carved this week, soldier?
You guys want to play a round of team deathmatch?
You gonna play a round of team deathmatch?
Sure.
So I got a question. So if you're captured by a rebel, those rebel groups,
You're dead.
what's the? Oh, you're dead. No, no that's pretty.
Yeah, they don't take. Yeah, no, they don't take prisoners.
So there's nothing like you could do to get out of it, or something to say.
No.
Because I was told by a friend that went over to Afghanistan during the first fucking after the Twin Towers. Not Desert Storm.
You're talking about Operation Freedom.
Yeah. He says if you're over there, don't say you're American. Say you're like.
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea.
Say you're like Canadian or something like that.
Yeah, no, hopefully you've perfected your accent. I'd start talking like an Englishman. Or, oi mate! I got a little bit lost. I got drunk last night.
Because they said the Taliban don't fuck around with anybody else but the Americans.
Yeah, they really don't like us.
I don't know. I think he has to do it because it won't let me do a public match.
Okay, go to find match. Public match.
Stop trying.
Hold on.
Lots of problems over there, right?
Yeah.
Just play a few before I gotta get my butt to bed.
Yeah, Tyler Austin, man, he was over there for like a while. He showed me pictures of camel spiders. He brought the MREs back to try. MREs are fucking nasty.
No, not all of them.
Dude, they're fucking pretty nasty.
Not all of them. I've actually had some that weren't too bad.
There's one or two that actually aren't that bad, but the rest of them, they're gross.
I had the chicken fajita one. I remember that one.
Ooh, you poor bastards.
Yeah, the chicken fajita one. I had the goulash one.
You had the goulash one?
Yeah.
That one's wasn't too bad when I had it.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. That
Yeah,
vanilla
beef stew
milkshake
one.
they had in them.
Oh yeah, the vanilla shake.
That's fucking gross.
And don't forget the hockey puck cookie.
It's
I don't
like
remember seeing that.
I can understand like if you're like starving.
No, get your
No! No!
Get over there!
Dude, when you're 2 weeks out in the bush, I'm telling you, even the guys you're with start looking like they're good with some salt and pepper.
Advance and take position.
Well, I'm understanding if you're like, but like, what happens if you don't have water? Like half that shit needs a lot of water.
With pouches, it takes a special kind of water. You have packets that come within the MRE. It's a real MRE.
Was there like nobody playing?
You dump in it, it's salt water, and it reacts to the stuff in the bottom and creates heat. You put it in, you put the pouch in, it gets all nice and hot. Close it up, let
They're
it
all
go
over
for
there.
about 2 minutes, and then eat.
Ow! You squished my thigh.
But yeah, this
Someone's
fucking.
Oh, somebody.
Someone's watching me. Oh yeah, do you watch YouTube?
Do I watch YouTube?
That
that
one
what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. My channel's Mad Vermonter if you ever get bored.
You have to send me a link or something, because I will not remember that, just for the record.
Yeah, it's Mad Vermonter. Just, I'll send you something.
Because my remembering is not exactly all that great.
Well, actually, I'm live streaming right now, so.
He does that on YouTube.
I do a lot of live streams. I do a lot of live streams. I do, mudding, pranks, stuff like that. No, trust me, I'm not like a big one. I'm not a big YouTuber, but I'm like a small, well, medium small.
Very small. 100's not a lot.
I'm at 112, so. Okay, Mr. 24.
That's still not a lot compared to fucking 3 million.
Well, yeah, I'm not a superstar.
Yes, believe it or not, I am on YouTube quite often.
So, who's your favorite YouTubers? Just curiosity.
There's a guy named Soul that he's pretty awesome. Watch his station quite often. Only because, and as weird as this does sound, I love anime. Specific types of anime.
Oh, that's like Japanese cartoon, right?
Yeah, I like stuff like Bleach, Fairy Tail, Black Butler, stuff like that. It's more adult orientated. It is very gory.
My friend Matt made me watch an anime. It's
I didn't make you watch jack shit, and it wasn't the actual anime. I had you watch the movie that was made after Death Note.
Oh, you ever heard of Death Note?
Death Note? Yeah.
I watched
the live action movie with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I watched that one.
The live action movie? No, I haven't seen that one. I've seen the anime.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good.
You're able to control what happens by writing in a notebook.
Yeah.
I could think of some shit to write.
Yeah, but that like big fucking monster. That's kind of.
The death god that actually controls them.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking.
Ow, my leg. You're killing me.
I don't care.
What else do you watch? You watch Walking Dead?
Once in a while.
Fear the Walking Dead?
Mm-hmm.
I kinda got burned on those. They were on for so long, and that happened, and this happened, and that happened, and I kind of started getting repetitive.
So what season did you end on?
4, I think.
Oh wow. You missed.
My roommate watches it. I'm running out every so often. Hey, did you know that this guy just cut this guy's throat? What the fuck are you talking about? Well,
Yeah, I won't.
The sheriff. Oh, okay.
I won't spoil none of it, but it does get a lot better.
I mean, when it just, I can put up with a lot, but it gets to the point where it's like, what the fuck? Like, seriously? I get tired of watching TV. It's always the same thing. That's why I started watching anime. Really good imagination. Aw, come on.
I don't know. I think I could get into an anime if I found the right one.
All depends what you're into.
Like, I've heard a lot of messed up animes.
Oh yeah, there are some that are really messed up. You got like hentai, stuff like that. And hentai, yeah.
Ow!
That's probably about the stupidest one. Science fiction, magic, mixed.
So isn't Dragon Ball Z an anime, kind of, sort of?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I used to watch that when I was a kid.
I watched it. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball GT something. Then now you got the new one that just came out. Battle of the Gods, Battle of the Universes. I've watched them all. They're all pretty good.
Wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh one too?
Yeah, way back in the day.
Don't mention that.
Well, I'm just trying to think of stuff I've watched. That was like way back when.
That was just big when you and I were like 14. Not even 14, like 12.
That was like, that's like tweens or some shit. I prefer the more up. One of the ones I know is it's called Rurouni Kenshin, and it's bloody. Another Attack on Titan. Try that one. Yeah, that'll give certain people nightmares.
Yeah, Matt, my friend Matt, that's here, has watched that last one you said.
That shit's brutal.
Oh yeah. I actually watched.
That's a horrible way to watch your mother die for episode 1.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the hell? She walks in and this guy is gnawing on her leg. It's
what?
Like, what the heck?
No, I'm talking about episode 1 when Aaron's mother gets bitten in half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was fucked up. But it was not as bad as when when she came in and that guy was gnawing on the chick's leg. I mean, it's like, come on, and there's a little girl standing about 6 feet away. It's like, what the hell? It's like, does it taste good?
Full Metal Alchemist was another good one.
Yep. I just watched one of the movies, actually, on Netflix.
You talking about the new live action one or no?
It's on there. I haven't watched it yet, but I watched the cartoon version of it, or the animated version of it.
I don't understand why they call it anime.
Anime is, I guess you could say that it's like cartoons because it's animated, but
they do them in sort of a TV show sitcom-y version, just is a cartoon instead of live action.
It's definitely more of a grown-up cartoon genre. I mean, unless it's stuff like, Dragon Ball.
You won't see too many animes that aren't bloody and where the chicks don't have small tits.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they overdraw them. It's like, how do they get anything done? How can they see over them?
Sometimes the fucked up thing is that the chicks with big tits are like under 14, so it's like really weird.
Yeah, it's like, okay, wait a minute. There's no way she's that developed at that age. If she is going to have very bad back problems.
Well, wait till she gets to like 60 and they start sagging. She's gonna fall to the floor.
Oh no, there's no sagging at that point. It's getting a wheelbarrow out. You'd be stepping and tripping on them every other step.
Did it stink that bad?
Do you like Family Guy?
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. I love it with Brian and Stewie. And Peter, of course, is retarded as hell.
Seth MacFarlane's the shit. He has a lot of good ideas.
Man, I got a few friends that act like Peter. It's kind of scary. He acts like that. I wonder.
I kind of like Quagmire.
Quagmire?
That's because you're a hornball.
Hey, I have every right to.
Guy that wasn't.
Right?
Maybe a gay guy, but well, even gay guys don't.
And just for the record, As much as they say they are, women are exactly the same way.
Damn straight.
Do not.
Although the female orgasm does not exist.
Are you kidding me? It has been scientifically and medically proven that a woman has more orgasms in the half hour than you will in the next 5 minutes.
That's very funny.
Matt just can't get a girl to have an orgasm.
Oh, they have them all the time. When you feel their body shudder, or if they feel like your head is a walnut and they wanted to use their legs as a clamp, which they're very good at, by the way.
When you hear her shudder and moan, Aaron, that just means she's disgusted by you.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, really the only thing you've got to worry about is if you're getting in and you're doing it and everything else, and she goes, "Are you in yet?" That's the problem.
Yeah.
Never had that problem.
Yeah, then you're all set.
My friend Matt here, his dad, before he passed away, said, "Son, you're hung like a bullfrog." That was funny as fuck. We were all sitting on the porch. You see, like that old man sits on the porch and drinks like some beer or hot damn or whatever. And Matt was talking all highly of himself. He's like, he looks at him dead in the eye.
I wasn't even talking about myself. He just fucking looks over and says it.
Like in a straight face. It was so funny. Son, you're hung like a bull. I will never forget that in my life.
Because the man had 10 kids in his life, too.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
I have half-siblings that are 10 years older than my mother.
Only in Vermont.
Well, technically New Hampshire.
Oh no.
New Hampshire and South Carolina.
Yeah, we're moving to Florida soon. Well, not soon, but a couple months.
Yeah, my sympathy. I hope everything works out for you. Bring a boat and some snorkels with you.
Yeah, like you don't even
A boat and snorkels? Why?
Yeah, well, that way when it goes underwater, you'll have a way to get away.
That's alright because we're moving down there, so.
So, why does everyone, like, hate Florida? I've been down there multiple times.
I don't hate Florida. I lived in Fort Myers for 10 years.
Oh, we were just down by Fort Myers a month ago.
Yeah, I lived in San Carlos Park for 10 years.
Yeah, we visited Punta Gorda.
Yep. Been there many a times.
We loved it down there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Punta Gorda, Pine Island. Oh yeah, I've been to all of them.
We loved it down in Florida.
What people don't like about it is because it's so damn humid. I mean, there are days when you go outside, it's like, okay, God hates me.
Well, that's kind of the point. We want to escape the cold winters.
Yeah, we want to escape the winters.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Trust me, that's the reason I went there, and I moved there from Maine. So it was definitely one of those ideas. You know, the bitch was working down there is. I hope you got an inside job. Really, I really hope you do. Yeah, it would suck otherwise.
Well,
wasted.
Angela always has an inside job.
Matt, I just love how you're right in the middle of the camera.
What's that?
Look at him.
What do you mean inside job? What?
You've always you work inside, so.
Oh yeah, me, yeah.
I'm planning on being an Uber driver down there.
Yeah, you could definitely make some cash. If you're around where I lived in Fort Myers, you won't find many cab companies.
That's what I want to do down there is be a full-time Uber. and work on my YouTube and stuff and make a little decent living. And the houses down there are so fucking cheap.
Well, of course they are. 90% of them were shut down when the recession hit. You could buy a house down there for 10 grand.
Well, when we move down there, we're gonna rent.
If you get the right spot, yeah. Like I said, it depends on where you go. Is really what you're gonna end up doing.
Yeah.
Wait, I have 17 kills. I'm kicking ass tonight.
Well, Tide and me are tied.
I haven't really even looked. I just go and I just run, shoot, and if it's there, it dies.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, dude, that's just how it is.
18.
Yeah, I played with one guy. I was like, "You gotta keep counting, man. You gotta keep counting." Why?
First place.
Yeah,
First place.
I'm getting points. It doesn't matter.
What other games you play?
Oh God. This Warframe, DC Universe.
Fortnite?
DC Universe, nice.
Oh yeah, I've been playing that for years. Jesus, Far Cry 4, The Crew, any Darksiders. I'm waiting for the new one to come out. Mafia 4, I got that going.
Oh, I love that game.
The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is really good. Dante's Inferno, which is another really good one. I got some sniper games. I got all of the Mass Effects, including the new one.
Do you play GTA?
No, everybody keeps telling me I should. It might be the next game I play. I don't know. I've seen some.
It's not worth it.
Games, yeah.
Yes, it is.
GTA.
Yeah. I got the new Dishonored. That's really good.
Fortnite?
Fortnite. I heard a lot about that game. I was seriously thinking about getting that one too.
That one sucks.
No, Fortnite is a lot of fun.
No, it's not.
Yes,
You just
it
run around and build.
No, you want
You
to.
have to kill other people too. The building is developed to protect you from other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really boring. It's like Minecraft.
Well,
one of the
apparently
games
3
in
million
the-
people disagree with you.
The
Well, good
new
for them.
PlayStation 5 they come out with. And I saw a picture of it online the other day. I don't know if they're actually going to go with that for a design, but their release
Don't make what's that?
is supposed to be one of them anyway. It's supposed to be Final Fantasy VII Remake. And it's supposed to be stage graphics and everything. So I'd be running to the
Right
stores
behind
for
you.
that.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
Hold on.
Game that's here.
Hold on a second, I'll get it. She's gonna eat it now.
I can't even open it.
She's a thief.
So you play every day?
The only one I in here like.
Don't do it.
I try to. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. It really sucks.
Dude, you know how many people we find, like, there are dicks on this game? I mean, like, literally dicks.
Yeah, I went through that earlier. I got called with every name in the book, and I was trying to figure out why.
Hand it to me.
And this guy was just an asshole. It's like, dude, it's a video game. Do you have money on this? Yeah, it's just one of those questions where like, come on, really? Because he had one kid couldn't have been more than, I don't know, 13 or something like that. Yeah, that kid damn near tears. I'm like, what the hell, man? Chill out. So what? We lost. Big deal. You were like that when you first started playing? Come on. No, man, that shit ain't right, man. You don't know how to play. You shouldn't fucking play, man. Blah, 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 blah. Every asshole.
Those people just make it unfun.
Yeah, when I play, I like to have fun. I don't care if I win. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if they shoot me. I don't care if I shoot them. It's just me having fun. The only
or you get those people.
Go out with that. Yeah,
I don't screw around if I'm playing sniper games like Sniper
I wouldn't want to
Elite.
get the PlayStation 5 if they came out with that.
It's really a social thing for me, anyways.
It's a good way to meet people, without a doubt. I've met a lot of people since I started playing this. And I've got a PS2, 3, and 4 plus all the Xboxes, so I get to meet a lot of people.
Holy sh! You got a lot of systems.
Yeah, it's something to do.
I'm thinking about getting an Xbox One.
I want to get the Scorpio.
And I got the Xbox One 1 terabyte. Which one is it? Came with a game. It's one of those systems. I can't remember which game it was.
Ew, man, that's
Tom Clancy's the Division. That's
you got that game?
Yeah, I got that with the Xbox One. It came as the
Enemy recon aircraft
I don't know
in
what
the
they
air.
call them. Sets.
Do you like it?
Yeah, in Florida. Walking up to your bedroom. Farting in your face.
Oh, good stuff.
But you do it to everyone else.
I'll wait till she's sleeping. I'll
I mean, that's great right up until you go into the dark zone and
No. Right down on her pillow.
everybody kills you to grab the stuff you got. That's kind of irritating.
Her mouth wakes her up, so that's the first thing she gets a sight of.
Dude, they're like over in the library at the other end, on the right-hand side. They're all up on the stairs and in the side, so watch out, they'll get you on the freeway.
Enemy strafing run.
Oh. I'm right behind you. Oh, your name's Ty Lord.
Yeah. Oh, I would shoot you in the face. That was funny.
Why did I think his name was Tide Pod?
Oh my god, are you thinking about Tide Pods?
Hey, look, I've heard worse, trust me. I've had that nickname for a very, very long time. My PS2 actually is registered with it.
So playing these games don't bother you?
Not in the way you would think, to be honest. Some people are like, well, doesn't it trigger you and this, that, and the other? Not really, because I know it's fake. I mean, anybody can tell this is fake, seriously. If you can't tell this is fake, you really shouldn't be playing it.
Well, I'm just saying, some people get PSD, you know.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, yeah, I've had it for years. But, you know, one of the ruling factors of that is you signed up to go and fight for your country and do what was necessary. Nobody forced you to do it, nobody, anything. It doesn't make it easier by any stretch. It really doesn't. But, you know, holding that in your head and knowing that makes it a lot simpler.
They're all by the bus.
Yeah, I saw pretty sick shit happen, so on and so forth, but in the end, it was just.
What are you doing?
Alright.
I don't think he ever even noticed me take it off his head.
Come on, get over that.
So you don't get triggered with that anymore?
No, it would take something far more than this to trigger something like that type of an episode.
Oh.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
That would not be a good idea or for, well, anybody that I could think of.
Well, I'm just saying it doesn't get triggered easily.
If that one thing I learned with that was because my father, he could get triggered very easily, especially if he got alcohol into him. That's why I don't drink. Then I really don't care for the taste of alcohol. I love beer.
Can you give me a Mountain Dew, baby? Can you give me a Mountain Dew, please?
What bitch, please, go get it yourself?
You just call Matt baby.
I was saying
You just call Matt baby.
Oh yeah?
Boy, we are getting smoked.
I know. Hey, where were you? Oh, I just didn't even say Aaron's name on there.
What? Why doesn't it?
I'm in first place again, though. I am kicking your ass at this game lately.
You want a medal?
Yes, I do.
Or a chest dependent on?
Shut up.
Yeah, I've already been to level 55 like 4 times.
Oh, you prestige.
Freshly shook up.
Thank you.
Oh.
Freshly shook up for it.
I know if you did that.
I've played this a lot. I played this a lot.
You
I know
want
I've
your
gone
Mountain
through
Dew
at
Ices?
least. I'm almost done, I think, with this one.
Angela, want one of your Mountain Dew Ices?
No, I don't drink
Almost
the
40.
Cantal. I
Yeah,
drink
so I'm pretty
2 liters.
Then why did you tell him to get a 12 pack of it?
That's to take to work and stuff.
Okay.
So you're prestiged more than once?
Apparently.
Well, yeah. Oh, I do see a 4 above your head.
Oh damn! That
Yeah,
wasn't even the middle of the game.
I don't actually know if it means anything. Really, I don't see any difference.
You must have all the weapons unlocked.
Stop, man.
A good percentage of them. Yeah, some of them I just open up when I get sick of waiting it, and I just go buy the damn cards or whatever the frick you need. But I tried to build the weapons up as much as I possibly can. That is definitely one thing I try to do. And that means you have to reset it back to 0 again and all that crap, but it is what it is.
We like the grease gun.
No, I'm doing the
yeah.
MP15 right now, and that's doing really well.
MP50.
Or whatever it is.
Let's see.
The MG15.
Team deathmatch.
What did I need for
Eliminate all
that?
access points. Team deathmatch. Time to show what you're.
Is it really a good gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of SMGs.
Well, you guys have already been going for over 2 hours.
Yeah.
That one I was saying, it's wild looking. Pure silver with all gold blade, and it's like, okay, this doesn't look like something I plan on bringing to a war.
Okay, I got a question. You've been over in Africa and saw those warlords. Is it really true that they carry around golden AK-47s?
I've never seen one with one. For many reasons, it would be a very bad idea. Gold can't take that kind of heat.
I need you to move that box. I can't tell.
Not
when it's time to read
repetitive.
it. Thank you.
That M16 would probably last you 20 minutes.
So they didn't carry, like, high-end, like, officers, or whatever you call them, they carry fancy weapons?
Not that I remember. I mean, the fanciest thing I ever saw was something a Marine was carrying on his Class A uniform. Most people are just like, okay, look, it works, it won't mess up, it will kill somebody, we're good to go.
Well, I'm talking about like African bad guys.
Nah, they like to carry machetes.
Like, were they anything like special? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you mean, are you talking about them having something made specifically for them so everybody would know?
Yeah.
Oh, you had people that had their names acid etched into the steel. You had people that had different designs. And, you know, crap like that, but I mean, steel you can't make a machete out of gold. It'll bend the minute you try to hit somebody with it. It's too malleable. I mean, I suppose you could put like titanium and stuff on it. That would jack the price on it really hard. But yeah, I mean, it's not like George Patton who had, you know, pearl inlaid hand grips and all that kind of stuff. That went out in World War II.
Did you ever get to like take anything?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean when I was over there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I brought a whole bunch of stuff home.
What's the coolest thing you got?
Enemy care package observed. Stop there, resupply.
Coolest thing I got?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, good one.
Can't keep this up.
I think that would have to be a toss-up, to be honest. I found a really old, and I'm not exactly sure what it's made of as far as metals, but coin. It has to be at least 100 years old, but I don't even know what country it comes from.
Enemy recon aircraft.
Oh, wait a minute, come back here, come back here. No, you son of a bitch. Which I thought was pretty cool, and a little miniature. It looks like a vase, but it's not.
We can't keep this up.
It's more like
Enemy down. Dropping Azon bomb.
what's what I'm looking for? It's like something you would put like a shot in, like these days you would
Really
put a shot of vodka or something like that in it. I don't know, I guess they used it during like Sumerian times or whatever the hell it was. I don't know, I wasn't sitting around long enough to find out. But that's probably the best out of everything I brought. Weapon-wise, the only thing I managed to get home is what I was using over there.
A what?
What I was using, what I was there for, my issued weapon. Without the firing pin, of course. And of course it had to be changed. Can't have you walking around with a weapon you can use there, son.
I remember reading a story a really long time ago where these soldiers got in trouble for, they're called war trophies. I guess they got their hands on some AK-47s that people that they, you know, Taliban or whatever, people they killed. They were trying to ship them home.
That happened a lot.
We're breaking their backs.
My friend Ricky Ross, actually.
Rick Ross? No, Rick Ross.
Ricky Ross, yeah. He was victory.
Yeah, wow, we actually won one. Guarantee
Second place, yeah! Second place!
Yeah.
He went into not Bin Laden's house, but the other guy, Sandan or whatever his fucking name,
Saddam Hussein.
one of his mansions. He said you had golden sinks and shit like that.
Yeah, golden sinks, golden toilets. His
Look
animals
what
had.
your best friend
I mean, it
said
was
to me
ridiculous.
live stream.
I tell you what, had I been in one of the first waves in, I wouldn't be here right now.
Oh, really?
The man had pallets of money, gold, silver, platinum, pallets, and they were multiple in castles everywhere.
Yeah, he said there was a lot of problem with stealing. People were taking chips off his sink and shit.
I know a guy who went home with a whole drainage piece. I can only imagine what he got paid for it.
But he said it was going in the palace. He said that was the easiest mission they ever did. Because right before they got there, the guards just fucking like fuck this, and ran away.
Oh yeah, that's why they found Saddam Hussein all those months later sitting in a 9x9 hole in the ground surrounded by money. It's like, yeah, that money's doing you a lot of good, isn't it?
But like, it was so funny. I was talking to like a recruiter at Job Corps when I was a kid, and he said that the United States Army's fuel supply couldn't keep up with the tanks because they were going so fast.
Check your weapons. Hunt the enemy.
He said they were like fucking destroying the Republican Guard.
When we went over there the first time,
Remember your training.
we took 136,000 prisoners within 12 hours.
Yeah, they're like, and they said the Republican Guard was like the best of the best.
I think they're more along the lines talking about the elite guard. Those guys are diehards.
Yeah, but it didn't take us very long to mop them up.
Well, when there's only like 500 of them and there's like 250,000 of you, it's kind of hard to do otherwise.
Yeah, well, that's true. I guess. Yeah.
I mean, you got the best weapon in the world outside of a nuclear bomb, and you may kill a few, but trust me, they're going to get to you eventually. That's why governments always fear mob rule. They don't want to deal with that crap.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's true. A mob will win over anything, really. You can have like a professional army. If you got a really big mob.
Well, just think about it. You get 3/4 of the United States of America all decided to go to one direction, and the government didn't like it. We both know what happens at that point.
The government's not gonna win.
There's just too many people. I mean, yes, they have the government, but that's only going to last for a very short period of time.
So yeah. So you know China, right?
No.
Well, yeah. You know they have like the biggest like standing army, right?
There is 12 Chinamen for every 1 American.
Headshot.
Who would you think would win in a frickin' war?
In a land war? Oh,
Yeah.
we'd be fucked.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, we got some decent guys, and we got some pretty good weaponries and stuff like that, but just in sheer numbers, we're screwed.
I would. Okay, if it was China on our soil.
We would have a better chance because we know the top because we know the top the fucking layout of the land and the home field advantage is, I guess, what you would call it, but that's about it. It would be nothing else even close to being a fair fight at all.
You don't think the American spirit would beat them?
Okay, spirit will only get you so far. You know, you kind of can't look at somebody and say, okay, I've got a lot of spirit, and he just goes, I got a shotgun.
Mine's better.
What do you think is going to win? I can give you a very good idea.
True. But we were the underdogs in the British.
Okay, that was then, this is now.
That was back when black powder was pretty powerful, but you had to reload your gun every shot.
Yeah, that's when you took your life in your hands, when you had to... Like,
and that's when war actually had rules. It don't no more.
I don't know. I wouldn't stop fighting.
Oh, I'm not saying we would stop at all. We would go probably to the last person. I'm just saying we probably wouldn't win. It's just a matter of just sheer numbers. And they have that. And they're fanatical. They're a lot like the Japanese in that aspect. The only reason the war lasted that long is because they believed that their emperor was their god.
Recon flight concluded.
To this day, I still can't believe it. That he allowed almost, I think they said the final toll was something around 325,000, and it's still being felt today. The death toll of when we dropped the bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
So you don't agree with that?
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't. Dude, once you irradiate an area, that's it.
It's done for like 100 years or more.
25,000.
No, not that long.
Yeah, seriously, about that long. You can look it up if you'd like. No questions asked.
I don't know, like, the Japanese would never surrender. That's how they are.
That's why we ended up nuking them. Because they wouldn't surrender. And we knew that going in there would cost us an unbelievable amount of men. You're talking like one Japanese man for every 5 Americans.
I still like that. I still like that. Japanese general's word was. One of the commanders or someone told him, was like, why don't you attack manly on the United States? And he said behind every blade of grass there would be a rifle.
He meant just because we knew the area so well that we literally could set it up where there would be a trap everywhere they go. We would withdraw from places that just aren't worth defending. And defend the areas that we would have to. You know, give and take type deal. And it would be a war of attrition. I mean, there's no sense in destroying and using nuclear weapons on a land that you want to occupy because you've just made it that you can't step foot on it. Maybe your grandchildren that are so far down the line that they will never know who you are will be able to stand on it, but you know, but that nuclear waste is no joke, man, not at all. I mean, you look at Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, and you can see what it's done. I mean, you look at the ocean, you see those deep blue holes that are inviting as hell, and it's like, wow, check it out. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's great and everything. The problem is, that happens to be a hole that was made by a nuclear bomb.
Oh.
During the 60s, I can't even remember what the actual hole was, but it was a lot. And most of those were carried out in the South Pacific Seas.
Oh, did you hear about what Trump did?
You know about Syria?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're dead. I thought it.
Wait, you just say we're dead?
He put our death wish out.
That's
Trump
really.
is a businessman. He's not a. He's a businessman. He's not a president.
So wait, you think that we're dead because we bombed Syria?
Recon airborne, searching for
Alright,
targets.
well, then you gotta remember, Syria's ally. You gotta remember that when we go into a war with somebody, we're not in a war just with them. We're in a war with everybody that's with them.
Mm-hmm.
Who's? Oh, you're afraid of Iran?
Iran? Do you know how they have Persia as a backup? Do you know how many Persians there are?
No, I never met a Persian.
And they are how psychotic fuckers can be.
Get all quiet all of a sudden.
First place, take down 23 kills. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Ow.
You got bronze, wow.
Hey, can you turn your mic up? I can't hear
You
you.
got really quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, I said I ended up with the bronze star. Yay. You just got to keep in mind that every time you get into a fight, that it's like getting in a fight with, being the only white guy in a black fight, or a Mexican fight, or a Puerto Rican fight, or if you're gonna just do something that dumb, you might as well pretty much just wrap yourself in an American flag and just stand in the middle square of Palestine.
Dude, I want to murder you for that picture. I look like a fat pig.
They really don't like Americans. You think Iranians and them don't like them, but they really don't like us.
Yeah, but Americans have powerful allies too. We got Britain, France, Germans.
Oh, there's no doubt that we've got powerful allies. I mean, that's just a given.
Serbia, or whatever the fucking...
Syria?
No, not Syria. The Serb.
Siberia.
The one with the
Siberia?
prince.
Siberia.
Yeah. The one that's richer in hell.
Ooh, my game. Right here.
Well, you also got to remember, the USSR is right there.
Oh, Russia?
Mm-hmm. And once you start messing around in that part of the world,
Team deathmatch.
it's only a matter of time before Russia gets in on it.
Eliminate the enemy team.
But you really think Russia's that big of a threat?
Well, after the collapse,
Line them up. Excellent fight.
I'd say they had
We have fire superiority.
50-50 chance of rebuilding. And they managed to do it.
They didn't even
Somewhat
take Ukraine.
They weren't strong enough at the time. If they tried now, they could probably do it a lot better. But Ukraine itself is not actually that big. Or what I probably should say is, they really don't have that amount of people. They couldn't really mount that kind of defensive. So Russia would like to take them over with no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, but they fought the Ukrainian laws.
That was because they didn't bring the full might of themselves down. If you're going to take a land, you're taking a land because there's something on it that you want.
Enemy spotted.
What does Ukraine want, actually? What's Ukraine good for?
Ukraine?
Yeah.
They carry a lot of like P-32. They carry a lot of uranium. Trust me, they got a lot of stuff there. It's definitely a worthwhile place having. Yeah, but like I said, it's all down to what you want and what you're willing to do to get it.
I don't know.
And they're pretty much willing to do anything they want.
I guess I'm a blind patriot, I guess.
It's down to experience. It's what you see and what you know. There's a world of difference. I've seen the seedier side of human life.
I don't know. I still think this country is the greatest country on the earth.
Oh no, we've got more freedom than just about anybody I can think of. And trust me, be happy we're men, because there are countries you would really not want to be.
That's why my friend gets mad at me all the time, because I'm just, in his words, blind patriot.
Well, you have to question some stuff. I mean, no country's perfect. I mean, our forefathers are probably
Americans
doing
love to
back.
believe they are.
Oh no, we are far from perfect. I mean, seriously, way far from perfect. Yeah. Though we have the right idea as far as independence. Yes, everybody should be able to make the choices for their own life.
Who's got the flame?
Nobody has the right to. It's just like getting married. Just because you're married doesn't mean you own her. She don't own you.
Well, Angel thinks she owns me.
I do. I beat your ass again, first place.
You think you own me, don't lie.
Nobody owns anybody.
Are you saying that because the camera's on?
Maybe.
Oh, because as the woman in the relationship, you don't totally own him.
Shut up. Matt, you got big pimple right here, you put.
What?
Where?
Bro, you're right. Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah. I bet I popped it right all over you.
I got one.
You got a drop package or supply drop.
Yeah, but it don't let me open mine. Oh, yeah? No.
No.
It won't let me open mine at all. Stop.
It's R2.
No, it won't let me.
Oh.
Because you're first player.
Oh.
Okay, one more game for me and I can get my butt to bed.
Okay.
What? You don't want to be up till 5 in the morning?
I have to work for y'all information.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shingles 2, STG44 heroic.
Shingles are bad.
Drugs bad.
Well, technically, yes, they are. They're not something that would be a good idea to have. But on another note,
well, they're pretty good if you're doing roof work.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, could you imagine? I'm trying to wrap my mind around that one.
We're talking about actual shingles.
Wow.
Yeah, putting down shingles on a roof while you have shingles.
No, I didn't mean the disease. I just meant shingles are a good thing to have if you're doing roof work. I'm talking about the actual tools.
Everything's
Move
out. Eliminate the enemy.
Everything can get cured with antibiotic.
I really hate this map with a passion.
Move out and take position.
It's the railroad one.
It's not even railroad. Where do you see railroad?
See, your
It's
favorite
the
one.
train.
Your favorite one is his least favorite one, the ship.
Oh,
He
I
hates
love
the
the
ship. He hates the ship.
I hit the ship map
Yeah,
with
it's
passion.
because of the snipers.
You just gotta know where they snipe.
We can't keep this up.
Granted, in this map, there's a lot of places they could snipe.
Yeah.
Well, they made this map for that particular reason. The only thing I didn't agree with is them putting this giant train thing in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a map. You want to have something there, but you don't want to have something you can climb and get a perch from, because it gives you opportunities that the people on the ground don't have, and nobody can get up there.
Aircraft in the air.
Especially if you know what you're fucking doing, or where to sit. Which, of course, by now everybody and their brother
We
does.
have fire superiority.
There's really like, I've never found a map where there's a perfect sniping position.
It's actually made that way. Honestly, in this game, that's kind of hard to tell, getting shot every 5 seconds, but I don't think you can get up that way either.
What's your favorite map in this game?
Mine?
Yeah.
It would either be the one we did just before this, the shipment 1944, or the bunker.
The bunker? Which one's that?
I'm trying to remember the exact name of it. I've played it so many freaking times. Sanctuary or something like that. I have to take a look.
It's the one where it's like outside and inside. You can go inside.
It has trenches and it's got a bunker on either side.
Oh, Izzy's favorite spot.
Oh. Did you buy the new map pack?
No, actually I was going to do that probably maybe the end of next week after I take care of my business.
Well, we were just deciding, is it even worth it?
It depends on if you want access to what they're offering, basically. I mean, there's a little bit they're offering, and it seems like a decent idea. But I'd actually have to really look at it to make sure.
I know, isn't it like 3 maps?
Yeah, I mean, if you get 1 and 2, there's, I think a total of 5 maps, some extra guns, you get access to some, like helmets and so on and so forth, that other people don't. And it's actually not that expensive. I mean, I've seen some... For a 12-month membership for DC Universe, it's $129.
Holy shit.
And Warframe ain't much better.
Did you actually spend $129?
Hell no. I buy a 3-month membership. That way, it gives me enough time to build up replay badges and some other stuff. And after that,
I just play whatever's free on there when I play it.
Hmm.
Well, mine depends on whether or not I need that episode. So if I know I need like 3 episodes and then I can play the next one after that, I'll get the membership long enough to do those episodes. But I've had that same account for almost 5 years now. I was playing that when it was on PS3.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I've been playing for quite a while. And my name on that game is tied for St. Louis.
So I'm pretty sure you're pretty high into that game.
I've got 5 characters right now. My highest character's combat rating is 267.
Matt, what's your character's at?
I don't remember. I haven't played it in like over almost a year.
Yeah, it was quite a while. I hadn't played it in like 6 months.
You play zombies on this?
I've played the game. I actually beat it. Well, I beat it with a character. Let me put it that way.
Oh,
After I died about 25 times. I thought it was a pretty decent, a little repetitive, but not bad.
How did you beat the zombies mode? I thought it
No,
was just
he's
play till you
talking
die.
about your other game.
Oh.
Have you ever played zombies on Call of Duty War 2?
I think I tried it once.
Angel's obsessed with it.
I just don't get the big kick in it. You just run around and put boards up and shoot shit.
We're taking heavy casualties. Enemy
I mean,
recon
don't get me
aircraft
wrong,
in the
it's not
air.
really that much different than what the fuck we're doing right now, but I don't.
It's more based on a
It's
point
not-
system than just a kill. How many kills you get.
I like zombie games where you use your environment.
Oh, like, oh, I know what you're talking about.
I liked Walking Dead Survival Instinct, where Daryl Dixon's your main character.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
like
talking something.
it has the same gameplay as like Far Cry, like that first person where you have to pick up shit around your environment and use it. Like if you want weapons, you have to pick up like lead pipes and shit you find on the ground.
Yeah, first thing you get in that game is a freaking ore. So, I mean, it's definitely at least something to be desired, but you know, any game can be made good if you have enough weaponry. You've got to give people a huge selection,
Enemy care package observed. Deny them
especially in a
their
game
recon
like this.
aircraft
But
in
my
the
zombie
air.
games, they've got to be that type and everything else. If I want to pick up a pull queue and stick a zombie to a table with it, then that's what I want to do.
Yeah, well, what do you think about the new Far Cry 5?
Looks good. Looks good. It's a little different than the other ones, but
I haven't even played number 4 that I bought last year during that season.
yeah, I've even got Primal, and I haven't played that one yet.
That one looked fun because that's when you're playing as a caveman and you get to kill like mammoths and shit.
Yeah, I've got like 6 games I haven't even opened.
Yeah, last tax season I spent $100. Fucking, I haven't even played like 4 of the games yet.
Well, I got stuck on The Witcher.
Witcher?
This was an
The
important
Witcher 3. Yeah, I got
Oh, it
stuck
looks
on
fun. I
that
gotta
game.
try that too.
That one looks fun. I gotta try it.
All I gotta say is, whoever, if you play that game, be prepared to spend some time with it. I logged
Child,
100.
are you
I
ready
logged
to cuddle with me?
114 hours,
Here.
Going better.
and that it's.
Yeah, you're gonna go to bed. You don't want to watch any of the show.
So apparently he has to be up early.
I know, right?
Yeah, so Tide Pod, we'll be on tomorrow night if you're gonna be on.
Oh Jesus!
I usually am.
God damn!
Well, you have a good night.
Something died in your asshole.
You guys have a good one.
You too.